We finally got off the schneid. We got our first win of the year. The Nuggets beat the Pistons 109-97 here in Denver. We moved to 1-3 on the year with this, and now 1 at home for this season so far. Great to finally get a win. Took a while. Once again, controlled the glass, out-rebounded the Pistons 52-35. We did a great job of that in the game against Miami. Did another great job of that here in this game against the Pistons. I thought we did a phenomenal job of rebounding the ball well as a team here in this game. I thought Kenneth Faried did a great job on the glass. Was really impressed with what Wilson Chandler and Corey Brewer did as well. I think both of them had 7 and 8 rebounds each respectively. And even liked what I saw from Andre Iguodala on the glass. I just thought it was a great team effort in terms of rebounding the ball, great energy and effort. Controlled the offensive glass once again. We out-rebounded Detroit on the offensive glass 21-8. Love seeing us get 21 offensive rebounds. We had a ton of second chance points in this game. Did a great job of getting those second chance possessions to get those second chance points, and I just loved, again, the effort and energy level on the glass from this team, and did a great job of rebounding the ball as a team, and I loved the 21 offensive rebounds. That's all about effort and energy right there. That was big for us. We outscored the Pistons 56-44 in the paint. Not as dominant as we were against Miami in the paint, but still, that's a pretty good performance. Thought, once again, did a great job of being aggressive on the offensive end, attacking the basket, getting those high percentage shots, scoring off offensive rebounds. I thought Kenneth Faried did a great job of that once again, and as a team we did a great job of that, getting those second chance points and getting those high percentage shots in the painted area. We forced 15 turnovers. I love seeing that. We're much more active on the defensive end in this game than probably we had been in the previous 3 games. We scored 19 points off of those 15 Pistons turnovers. That was big for us. We had 11 blocks and 9 steals. Once again, doing a great job being active on the defensive end, playing as a team on the defensive end, and forcing turnovers, and then getting out on the break, running in transition, and scoring off those turnovers and getting the 19 points off of those Pistons turnovers here in this game was big for us. We had 14 fast break points. You finally saw the Nuggets play a little fast for once here in this game against Detroit. Did a pretty good job of getting out on the break, getting those easy buckets in transition. Finally looked like we were able to kind of set the tempo of a game, control the tempo of the game, and really did a good job of finding our pace on the offensive end, and I love the 14 fast break points. Andre Iguodala was phenomenal in his Nuggets home debut here against the Pistons. He finished with a double-double. He had 17 points and 10 rebounds to go along with 4 assists. Once again, he did turn over the ball quite a bit, though. He had 4 turnovers. That's, again, going to come with time. I can't reiterate that enough. Once Andre Iguodala has played 20 to 30 games with his Nuggets team, you're probably going to see those turnovers come down from 4 and 5 to about 2 and 3 a game. So he's going to get better in terms of taking care of the ball once he, again, starts to integrate himself within this offense and gets more familiar with the other guys on the team. I'm not too worried about that. But besides the turnovers, I thought he was great in this game. Only shot 6 of 15 from the field, which wasn't good to see, but he was 3 of 6 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. I love seeing that. I love the 10 rebounds. I thought Andre was phenomenal on the glass here in this game, and made some big shots and big plays for us down the stretch in the fourth quarter. Scored 6 straight points for us to extend the lead. The Pistons at that point had the lead down to 7. Iguodala reeled off 6 points all by himself for us, went on a 6-0 run by himself, which extended the lead back up to 13. That was huge for us, and just great plays and big plays by Andre Iguodala in the fourth quarter. Hit 2 free throws, then got a huge dunk off a turnover in transition, and then hit a real tough fadeaway shot. He was great, and you love seeing him shoot 50% from the three-point line here in this game against the Pistons, starting to find his stroke from the outside. JaVale McGee once again played well. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Don't really like seeing him only have 3 rebounds, but all 3 were offensive rebounds, which he scored off of, I believe. And he was 7-11 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had an alley-oop from Andre Miller. He was just phenomenal, and I just love seeing JaVale McGee be aggressive on the offensive end and attack on the offensive end. And the 3 blocks were all great. I thought all were really good defensive plays by JaVale. One of them was just a really ferocious block by JaVale McGee, and he played well, and it looks like he's starting to wake up a little bit, starting to find his place within our offense, and hopefully that's something that we continue to see throughout this season. Faried, another good game from him as well. He had 15 points and 8 rebounds. He was 7 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, and he had 15 points and 8 rebounds in only 23 minutes. He didn't play that much, which I was a little surprised by. He didn't really play much in the second half again, which is, I believe, also something he didn't really do in the Miami game. That's kind of been frustrating to see from our coaching staff on why they're benching Kenneth in the second half and why he's only playing 20 to 25 minutes. But he's been impactful, again, scoring off offensive rebounds, controlling the offensive glass, setting the tone for us in terms of the energy and effort level from the get-go, which trickles down to everyone else, and going 7 to 10 from the field. I love that. Staying in the painted area, hanging around the rim, getting dunked, scoring off offensive rebounds. That's what Kenneth Faried needs to do to be successful. That's what JaVale McGee needs to do to be successful, and they both did a great job of that once again here in this game against the Detroit Pistons. Ty Lawson probably had his best game of the year here against Detroit on both ends of the floor. He finished with 15 points, 9 assists, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, and only 1 turnover. It wasn't great on the offensive end. He finished 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from the three-point line, but he was 8 of 10 from the free throw line. I thought Ty Lawson was pretty aggressive in this game, had a beautiful finish through 2 defenders where he kind of hung in the air and then was able to finish the layup. I think he also got fouled on that play, or he should have got fouled on the play. Just a beautiful finish. Ty had some really crafty, nice finishes in this game, did a good job of adjusting to contact at the rim, and got to the free throw line 10 times. I love seeing that. Ty Lawson wasn't as hesitant in this game as he has been in the previous 3, and he loved the 9 assists. He had some beautiful dimes in this game. I love the 4 steals. I thought defensively did a phenomenal job on Brandon Knight, and he loved the 9 assists to only 1 turnover. That's a great assist to turnover ratio. I did miss a couple open threes, which you don't like seeing, but I thought he did a great job of facilitating the offense all night, being aggressive, not being hesitant on the offensive end, and making plays as well on the defensive end. I was really impressed with Ty here in this game. And lastly, Kosta Koufos had a nice outing. He finished with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks. He was 7 of 13 from the field. Not sure how I feel about Kosta Koufos getting 13 shot attempts within our offensive system, but still, he played well, and like JaVale McGee and like Kenneth Faried, just hung around the rim all night, stayed in the painted area, and got a lot of passes from guys just because he hung around the rim. They found him open when they were driving into the lane, and he'd get easy layups all night, and that's what he did here in this game. Did a pretty good job defensively on Greg Monroe. Monroe finished with a big night, but I thought Koufos did a pretty good job of being physical with Monroe all game, and forced him into some pretty tough contested shots. So I was happy with what Koufos did. I was happy with what all our bigs did in this game, and then I was really impressed with what Iguodala and Ty Lawson as well did here against the Pistons, and was real happy with the way we rebound the ball here as a team against Detroit. So that's it for me, Nuggets fans. Great win for the Nuggets, finally getting our first win of the year as we beat the Pistons 109 to 97, now 1-3 on the year. We play the Rockets in Houston tonight. Big game for us. Houston's playing pretty well. I believe they're 2-1 right now. They made a lot of off-season moves. They brought in Jeremy Lin, obviously, and Omar Sheik through free agency, and just before the season made a huge blockbuster trade and acquiring a reigning 6th man of the year, James Harden from the Oklahoma City Thunder, and he's been nothing but flawless for them through their first 3 games. So it's going to be a tough game. I really like what Houston's done with their team. They're a tough team. They also got Chandler Parsons, who I think is one of the most underrated players in the NBA, and I think has a chance to be a really good player. He's a really good starting small forward for that team. And they got some players in Houston, and I'm really excited to see our team go up against Jeremy Lin and James Harden. Could be one of the best backcourts by the end of this season. And they just got a really good young team there in Houston. Watch out for them this year. I think they could make a run at a 6th, 7th, 8th seed in the West this season. That's going to be a tough team. It's going to be a good test for us tonight, playing them on the road, especially on a back-to-back coming off this win last night at home against Detroit. So thank you for watching, guys, and as always, go Nuggets.